Hi, my name is Paula Stossel, and I co-chair IUP's University Planning Council together with Dr. Scott Moore. And we'd like to share with you more information about implementing IUP's strategic plan now that we have received endorsement by IUP's Council of Trustees. Before going into a few details about implementation, though, which Scott will share with us in a little bit, would first like to revisit major components of the strategic plan, which were the result of UPC meeting with close to 600 members of our community, our faculty, our staff, our students, to receive feedback and input. So at the highest level, the strategic plan is designed to transform the culture at IUP to enhance the student experience by fostering exceptional student-centeredness. This transformation does include reordering our resources and re-engineering processes to ensure that every student at every level can be successful. And that means as they transition to IUP, while they're at IUP, and after their time at IUP. There are 7 core principles and 5 impact areas that have been endorsed in the plan. And again, these were developed based on the feedback we received from the community. And so, of course, we thank you for all of your energy and time and input during this process. We do have the strategic plan online for everybody to see, and there is also a supplemental document that's made available for everybody as well. And in that supplemental document, we do have focus areas that align to the 5 impact areas, really to help us think through and guide us as we're thinking through very specific steps to take to align with the strategic plan. And so with that being said, I hope everybody does take the opportunity to view the strategic plan website to get a little more acquainted with the information that's out there. And I would, though, like to turn it over to Scott at this point in time so he can talk us through a little bit more about what we have in mind for strategic plan implementation.
Thanks, Paula. So as we move into the next stage, which is implementation, we decided that in order to help assist everyone make the plan a living document for all our divisions, units, departments, and offices, we would create an implementation team. And so that these individuals, what they're going to do is they're going to engage regularly and intentionally in special identified areas to help all our colleagues create and implement short-term and long-term initiatives. The implementation team, who we're going to refer to as Iup Plan Ambassadors or Strategic Plan Ambassadors, are really going to help those divisions and departments think through student-centeredness for their work practices and think about how to align those practices with core principles and impact areas of the strategic plan. The goal here really is to use the strategic plan as a lens or a filter to examine our current practices and think about future practices so that we're sort of getting rid of the unneeded, the roadblocks, the barriers, and that we can really focus on what's important to us as a university and we can better serve our students. So for example, the duties of one area may align with the impact area of finding or creating community. And so once that's been identified, the plan ambassadors will work with this unit to go over identified focus areas and look at some special details or examples as a guide so they could reevaluate their current practices and, more importantly, think through future practices. Once again, with an eye to student-centeredness, to stripping away unnecessary or unneeded steps so that we're all focusing all our energy on what's most important, these identified core principles and focus areas. And so that this approach will enable divisions, units, departments to make the strategic plan a living document within best practices of their discipline, while still working toward the overarching goal of transforming the culture at IUP to enhance the student experience by fostering exceptional student-centeredness. And moving forward, we really look forward to reaching out and partnering with everyone as we work together to implement IUP's strategic plan. And as always, if you have any questions or comments or anything that you think will help us move forward, please don't hesitate to contact us.